y'all. Happy Wednesday. Today is day fill in the blank of quarantine. So today I'm practicing social distancing because I'm at the office, but I'm also going to bring on one of my partners in crime, Carl LeBlanc, who works with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage. He is going to talk to you about interest rates as they relate to COVID-19. Is it still a good time to buy? Is it still a good time to sell? So I wanted to bring Carl in, but we can't meet in person. So I'm going to put him on the big screen and I'm going to be asking him questions so he can answer all y'all's questions out there. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Carl LeBlanc with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage.
Well, I mean, every deal is priced differently, based on loan size, credit scores, and things like that. But we're seeing rates in the low threes, which is significantly greater than it was in January and February, or better. But you really can't discuss each particular rate because every loan is priced differently. How long 30 days versus 45 days, loan size, each loan is priced differently, but we're seeing really, really low rates. Yes, yes, and I'll just tell you a little bit about that. So, of course, there's some major issues in the market. A lot of people are temporarily laid off or furloughed. But what has happened, I think, in a lot of companies, a lot of these programs that were very aggressive, really low FICO scores, credit scores, those programs have kind of been temporarily done away with. But what our company, Guaranteed Rate, has done is basically what they've done is they've reached out and they've just tightened up a little bit. But all these requirements are basically just temporary until we get a feel for what's going to happen in the long run. But basically it's a little tighter credit scores and a little tighter budgeting. And we're also verifying employment on a daily basis.
Okay. Do you still think it's a good time to buy with people?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Stuff like that too.
Absolutely. Low rates means lower payments, which we have a great market. Realtors like yourself who have embraced the digital technology, who have reached out and created a situation where I think there's some good market. I think the market's good. Do we have to look at it a little longer, take a little bit more time? Yes, but I think better decisions being made. I'm very bullish on the market.
Did you explain a little bit about Guaranteed Rate and what Guaranteed Rate is doing with social distancing now that people can't go in person and everything and apply for some of these loans?
Sure. One of the things is, first of all, I think Guaranteed Rate's been ahead of the curve on technology for over a year now. So we've already in place flash close, digital application, we've remote online notary. We truly have a 100% from application to close, a complete digital experience. So I think we've just been ahead of the curve, and I think we've pushed out some programs that probably we're going to do out in the next month or two, but now we're here. So I feel strongly that, with digital application, transfer safe, which we control the borrower's documents, and then of course, remote online notary, we have a true digital process. So it's safe, it's secure, and it works very well.
What is flash close exactly?
Well, basically what it is, it's something we've been doing for over a year. So it's not a new technology. But what flash close is, the borrower gets the documents prior to closing, and they get to review everything, and they get to sign 85 to 90% of their documents on their PC, on their cell phone, whatever digital process they want. And then typically 5 to 7 documents, whatever's left over, they can sign either with a notary, virtually, or whatever it is. But flash close is basically old technology that we're reinventing because of the COVID-19 issue. If a borrower goes into my website today, they can put in their parameters of their loan and get today's pricing, current pricing, which is a very good tool to have so they can figure out where they qualify. But it's www.grate.com/KARLLEBLANC. And it's really has some great technology, talks about flash close, talks about the whole digital process, but also borrower can actually go in and look, see if they qualify off a real live mortgage rate calculator. It's a great time to sell too, but what they need to do is they need to be making sure that the borrowers are working with companies that are also experience a digital process, because when you're talking about a mortgage, you're talking about several people. You obviously have the mortgage application, but you have insurance agents, appraisers, inspectors, all these people who are involved in the process. So the sellers need to know what's going on at all times. So communication is the big key. And we're finding that, the loans that we're closing now, everybody's involved in the process and everybody's having to communicate even more to keep up what's going on still. So I think it's all about communication. The digital process is important, but it's the conversations. Seasoned, experienced people like myself, we've been through a lot of things before. We've been through 9/11 issues, we've been through some of the government shutdowns. I think this is a very unique process, but we're closing transactions right now. We're just having to stay on top of things closely. And so if a seller wants to sell his home, he can do it and we can do it. Everyone has to be on the same team trying to get everybody on it. It is definitely a collective issue. It's a great time. And one of the things that's come up recently is people want to refinance, but they really don't want an appraiser to come to their home because they're concerned about social distancing. So there's some new guidelines that come out last week where we can do desktop appraisals, which is a big deal. So we're literally, based on the data that's out there, someone purchased their home 5 or 6 years ago, want to get a better rate term, they're concerned about appraiser going to their house, we do a desktop appraisal, which is really thick, it's quicker, and it's also saving the distancing issues that we were concerned about 2 weeks ago. So that's a big deal.
Well, thank you, Carl, for meeting with us today, and if you have any closing statements or anything you want to say to the public?
Well, this is all new for all of us, but I think it's actually been a lot better than a lot of people think. I think we're finding ways to make things happen. We're still making our closings on time. We're just having to work a little harder, but everything else is doing well. And I appreciate this, you interviewing me today. We're super busy, but it's also very good.
Thank you, Carl, for that. We appreciate it. And I appreciate you, my followers, my YouTube followers who have tuned in. Again, I'm here for you all. If you have any questions about home buying or selling, I can definitely help you out. And I appreciate you tuning in today. Until next time, wash those hands and practice social distancing.